Can I survive a week where I'm constantly aware of everything around me? Not just what people say, but how they say it. Not just what I'm doing, but how I look doing it. Every sound, every glance, every tiny shift in someone's tone. What if your brain never stopped noticing? Some people call it self-awareness. Others call it emotional intelligence. But there's a point where it stops feeling like a strength and starts feeling like a weight you can't put down. Being too aware means your mind is always on, analyzing, questioning, reading between lines that might not even exist. Here's the problem. When you're too aware, your brain doesn't just observe, it overworks. You replay conversations after they end. You notice the slight pause before someone responds and wonder what it meant. You catch tiny changes in people's energy, and suddenly you feel responsible for fixing it. And you can't seem to turn it off. It turns simple things into exhausting ones. Texting someone back becomes a strategy game. Making a decision feels like solving a puzzle with 1,000 outcomes. Even relaxing doesn't feel like relaxing, because part of you is always watching yourself do it. It's like living life with a constant commentary in your head, and it never goes quiet. I want you to imagine this. You're in a conversation. The other person says, "Yeah, that's fine." Most people hear that and move on. But your brain, it zooms in. Was that actually fine? Their tone sounded off. Did I say something wrong? Are they annoyed or just tired? Now you're not even in the conversation anymore. You're in your head, running simulations. Or maybe you're alone. And instead of just existing, you're analyzing yourself, your posture, your thoughts, your progress in life. You're aware of how much time is passing, aware of everything you haven't done yet, aware of the gap between where you are and where you think you should be. That level of awareness doesn't just observe reality, it magnifies it. And over time, it drains you. But here's the turning point most people miss. The problem isn't awareness itself. It's the belief that every thought it produces is important. Not every observation needs a reaction. Not every feeling needs to be solved. And not every silence needs to be filled with meaning. Being aware gives you access to more information, but it doesn't mean all of it matters. The shift happens when you stop treating your mind like a command center and start treating it like a narrator. It's there, it's talking, but you don't have to follow every single word, because the truth is, peace doesn't come from noticing less. It comes from holding on to less of what you notice. Being too aware can feel exhausting because it turns life into something you're constantly managing instead of experiencing. But awareness doesn't have to trap you. It can become something you observe instead of something that controls you. If this felt a little too familiar, I want to hear from you. What's something your mind overanalyzes that you wish you could just ignore? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more videos that actually make sense of human behavior, subscribe.